I install and uninstall this phone so many times that I think this is the fifth time I'm uh, editing the settings on VLC to not interrupt on the background. Quite ludicrous. Should have approved that. I didn't. It's okay. Oh, there's the one, right? Oh, and piss rubs in here. Yeah. That's interesting. That you got to see that. Again, I would like to upload the again done by good people, and by all means, I mean, that's exactly what I told you before. What I said. If it is, you should invest in it. But it's a beautiful thing that you see the comparison between the criminals and me for expectations. How I say to you, hey, I trust you smart enough to figure out if this will be a good number of good people. To understand that, or the criminals, nah, it's not for everybody else, for the fucking entire world. Mm. You see you see the differences in mentality for what it's worth. If there
So
is,
right then,
because generally it's something so grotesquely useful to showcase their crimes that one will be thinking that that was the case. But then I point to you, remember those marks in the bus, and these marks here, and the whole collective
so for instance,
of ladies saying weird things next to
speed
me.
drugs in front of me, in addition to shit
You know,
drugs, in addition to
the only you cannot be
patch brief
halfway,
drugs, in
right?
addition
Again,
to
it's
a
the same
bunch of
story
other
we mentioned
things.
before about
Right here,
pedophile. It's either this guy's an
that
innocent
is
guy
also
who is
useful.
a
You
wrong
see
person
again
one
a water
time
spot
and
in
is
that
being
around.
caught for something
I
he
don't.
didn't do. I have some,
Um.
no, just
So
interactions. Or
um.
this is the or setup or whatever. Or this is a Muslim, right? Someone who would abuse a child with a child sexual, right? Sexually. So there's no halfways about it. It's not like, whoa,
Okay,
more
let's listen to
or
that.
this is a Muslim, right? Someone who would abuse a child with a child sexual, right? Or this is the or setup or whatever. Or this is a Muslim, right? Someone who would abuse a child with a child sexual, right? Sexually. So there's no halfways about it. It's not like, whoa, more or less. Yeah, we got the wrong guy, or it is the guy who's a very bad person. It's not, he deserves to be exterminated.
Very bad
Unfortunately,
buzz.
day, but yeah, should pay for it. As far as that goes.
So it's like
The and that's the point as to the thing at hand, which is, at the end of the day, if it isn't the possibility of just being a weird rogue or just decided to do the right thing, it's quite literally that because you saw most individuals saying the very things they.
so. We're gonna do this in both phones, so you get to see the double measure for that. But as for the things that I said is this could be a rogue good person. And that's one would think the thing that I chose to start mentioning that would be tenacious. You don't have to be a genius to figure that out. But instead, you would have the criminals actually think that in a way in which the by the way, this is a stapler of this crime for a long, long way. So I just want to point out that again, we're gonna do that sitting down where we have the also my own the other phone on the way. So what I've been saying to you recently, have I been saying pay particular attention to technicals on the sayings, or have I been saying mind the faces? Mind the faces. They're gonna fool you with such a thing as this, especially if you listen to the other one. It sounds pretty legit. Which is why I talked to you before, authenticate all the evidence. Maybe not. But either way, um, you're gonna see. I can testify to a couple of things. That was a female, weird female with a child over there. As I was leaving the bathroom, there was other
There was a bunch of preteens just walking in front of me, past me, like in and close to, and there is that guy from the criminal store next to him, mentioned the entire time typing something on the phone while walking to be in vision of me. There's also weirdos in the cafeteria, as I like to show you, and the um, again today is the 15th of July, 2026, and for most of those, as I said, for most of those, as I said, you get to see things clearly. This entire time I've been talking in front of the camera on they're calling me safe phone to differentiate and to make it very clear. As in this one is no, she want to use the same camera. 1 hour and 19 and 54 seconds. Just showcase, if nothing else, just in case they fail to fool you, the level of rumors for individuals who don't look like that they just, as an average, think the law is a suggestion. Law-abiding citizens would be the word. Um, to make clear how evident it is, and also to showcase you again, just in case they fail to fool you, that this is quite literally being documented in another source. Which this alone, you don't need that to authenticate this is incorrect. You need this, just simply that. But at the end of the day, that you're going to be able to listen to that. But most important, this is for visual impact for people, right? Very few people would do something like that when you know that you're being cross party. So that's it. Back to the thing that I was choosing to say in this next day after they mentioned the things there, which is about the possibility of that being done by good people. Again, you don't have to be a genius to find that theme a bit more tenacious, but clearly the enough individuals involved in this crime, they surely know how to interact, how those details of interacting things with people work, right? So again, this is also a power line where the cable is connected, no data being transmitted through here. Um, we're gonna upload chip, so far the phone has not been connected to any Wi-Fi, only the 4G. As a matter of fact, the Wi-Fi is not even connected. Okay, let's continue.